I think something's up with your clutch. It shouldn't be making that noise.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Something ain't right.
How much oil is in this thing?
Well, let's see. Hold on. Nah, there's definitely enough. Oh my.
Who did the oil change on this thing?
Not me.
Me? We checked the oil on this thing and it was halfway up the fucking dipstick, so we're half. Holy. Oh my god.
We're about to see on the half a quart Josh.
Yeah, that was Josh. Josh thinks that was 5 quarts. That was like half a quart.
No.
Nah, dog.
We still too full?
She's still all the way at the dipstick.
You ain't even moved it.
Are you sure?
We? That was all you.
Burning the fuck down.
Oh!
Shit, there it goes.
There it all goes.
Oh. You wanna check the oil yet? Ain't no way.
Oh my
Nah,
god.
you're still too high, but we're close.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Merry Christmas. I just want to give all you guys a big thank you for watching all our videos that we put out this month. Doing the vlogmas has been a ton of fun, obviously a ton of work, and we were a bit tired, but we adapted through doing it. And I'm super excited to be able to have done this Forester build and the other builds, mainly the Forester for this month. As you guys just saw in the last video, we got this thing on the dyno and started to make some good power of it. Unfortunately, side of it is that we started to experience some spark blowout is what it seemed like at the end. So with the coil packs that are in this, probably are the original ones to this. They look like they definitely are pretty dirty, and this thing had 200,000 original miles on it. So I have a set of these OTL Coilpacks here. They're brand new in box that we've had in the shop, and we are gonna go ahead and put these in today. And this should take care of any kind of spark blowout issues that we're having. Obviously, a higher quality coil pack than the OEM unit, and then also being brand new, we shouldn't have any more issues. And when we do, then it would be a mechanical side, which we were revving this thing pretty far out. So we definitely could be experiencing valve floating issues or valve train issues. It started to have that issue around 8,000 RPMs. This is 100%, as far as we know, 100% stock long block in this thing. Previously, when we put this thing on the dyno, it made 222 wheel, and that was with everything stock on it. It did have a STI top mount, and we found out later on it had an STI turbo, a Grimspeed boost controller, and it had a turbo back exhaust. Car was on about 12 pounds of boost there. Like I said, it made 222, I believe is what it was, or 216. Now, fast forward, we've kept the same motor. Looks like it's been replaced. I know I'm being kind of repetitive right now. Sometimes we get some new people. Looks like the short block had been replaced. It's not the original heads of the car. These are D25s, not B25. So there is some questionable things going on with the engine. We don't know its full history, but what I can see is it is a brand new Subaru short block. I can't tell you inside of it, but it doesn't make any kind of a forged internal sound. I think it's bone quiet when you fire it up. So to our assumption, this is 100% a factory engine. We'll know later on, because obviously at some point this engine is gonna fail. We already know that. And then we'll do a built motor. We just don't want to let it fail because of spark blowout or a stupid mistake. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these switched out first thing this morning. Then I'm gonna let this thing warm up. We're gonna do another pull. I was gonna take it off the dyno and put it in the warm shop to do this, but I'm just gonna switch these out here on the dyno because I don't feel like unloading this thing to load it back on. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll do another pull, see if it cleans everything up. If it does, then I'll make that decision there if we're gonna A, turn it up, or B, I'll leave it where we are, which we ended it off. It was at 577 wheel on our Mustang dyno. That was on 28 pounds. It's a Precision 6870 on here. Obviously a larger turbocharger, very efficient with the turbo kit that we have on it. It allows it to make power easier. You know, if you're looking to make power on a stock motor, guys, try to make it as easy for the engine as you can. You know, there is the inevitable that at one point the engine is going to fail. It's just let me put it this way, because I see a lot of comments about it and why do we do these stock motors. I'm going to go ahead and touch base on that again. I want to put a disclaimer. We do this for fun, guys, and I try to give you as much of a disclaimer as I can that a factory engine, it will not last forever. Obviously, if it's mistreated, and especially at this power, in the wrong hands, it will not last, guys. It comes down to, you know, how you treat the car. Most cases with these stock engines, when they fail, it is due to ownership. And I'm not trying to call out any of you guys. It's just some don't know, you know, and some people treat these if they came from a Honda. Evos are very similar to Hondas as well. You know, a lot of us came from a different car when starting out and then going to Subaru. Some probably started out with Subarus, but some came from other cars. And Subarus don't like, you know, the 5th and 6th gear pulls. They don't like to be launched every stoplight. And I don't think any car would. It just, they're a little bit more temperamental when it comes to that stuff. These engines suffer from oiling system, guys. You guys have always known that. Being a boxer engine, it's a great motor, but you know, there is some downsides, and oil temp is what really hurts these engines. They do have cast components in them, you know, cast pistons from the factory, so heat plays a role in that. You know, if you get the piston too hot, obviously it's going to crack. I've had my fair share of Hondas in the past, you know, at a younger, dumber age, where I had turbo kits on, and guess what? They re-land failure too. So it's just inevitable, guys. It's a stock motor. So why do we do this? Because we do it for fun. I love seeing where we can go. You know, it's a testament to what we can do. If I can keep a stock motor together, obviously we're able to keep built motors together. The one thing I say with stock motors too is they work when it's a perfect world, you know, and when it's not a perfect scenario, if something happens, it hiccups, it blows out spark, that's when things can get damaged very easily and very quickly. A built engine, you know, they can take a little bit more of that before they get damaged. So that's where it comes from, guys. I just wanted to touch topic on that. I know you see us do a lot of stock motor stuff. I have a lot of stock motor customers out there, more than I can count anymore, that make over 500 wheel on factory engines and have not had any issues with thousands of miles. You know, I have several in the 600 region now. I have a customer out there on a 2021 STI, over 20,000 miles, and the car makes 696, guys. He daily drives it and races it on the weekend. Keep in mind, he is a little bit older in age, so he does respect the car, but it's still going, you know, and I do have a few in the 700 region, and you know, the number gets smaller as you go up, and they obviously don't last as long as you guys have seen. I know we did Josh's RA STI. You guys saw we made 819 on the dyno. It hurt the motor even getting to that number. As you guys saw, the catch can started to smoke. We broke a reland on the dyno. It was pretty apparent. Still went to the track. Car went at 10.0 at 139. It lost the motor at the 1,000-foot mark. So I just want to be transparent with you guys, as always. There's nothing hidden. The big thing, if you have a Subaru, just good maintenance, guys. You know, if it's breaking up, don't stay in it. Change the oil at your intervals. We do every 3,000 here. If it's on E85, every 1,000 to 1,500. We like to use Valvoline VR1. If you get on it, let it cool down, you know, do a pull, enjoy it, of course, then let it cool down and cruise for a moment, and then you can go ahead and do a pull again. So that kind of goes over that. I'm sorry for dragging that out. I'm going to get these things thrown in. We're going to get this thing fired up, and we're going to get this Christmas Day party going. I'm so happy to have made it to this day, guys. Did not let you down. We've been able to put a video out every single day. And again, thank you guys so much for taking your time to watch. I don't have my normal guys with me this morning because obviously this is Christmas Day, Christmas morning. So I don't expect them to be here, but I am here. I wanted to get this video going, and like I said, I'm going to get to it. That wasn't too bad. Having no subframe spacers on the Forester made that piece of cake, guys. So got those new OTL Coilpacks in. As you guys are probably already seeing, they have supported us since day one. You see obviously their beautiful facility at the end of our videos. Big shout out to those guys over there, Grayson, Justin, and Cole, for always taking care of us. Guys, here's the old ones. Like I said, they are pretty crusty. So I would assume these are the original ones. Got the new ones in. Gonna go ahead and do a cold start on this for you guys. Seems that the power steering reservoir, so this is the one I told you guys I always had on this car before when it had its other turbo kit on it. We had built that, and every time it was cold, that thing would make noise. It seemed like it was still doing that when we were tuning this thing. So if you guys hear a whine, it's definitely gonna be the power steering pump. Maybe we need to continue bleeding it, but just wanted to let you know. So let's go ahead and do a cold start for the boys. Power steering whine. Nothing more hated than that noise. So we'll have to look into that later on to see why, but I don't know why. It's always done that with that reservoir. There she is, guys. Started up really good. It is probably in the high 20s, low 30s outside right now. I was hoping we would have more snow to go play with today in this thing, but it looks like we actually got rain on Christmas. I mean, I'm not going to complain because rain means warmer, but still kind of sucks for Christmas. Here we are, guys. I'm going to let this thing warm up. Once it's warmed up, I'm going to do a pull on the exact same map we were on before. Car made 554 Mustang at 27 pounds. The only change right now is I put those new coil packs in. So once this thing gets warm, I got to go let the oil temps get warm. We will go ahead and do another pull, see what it makes. If it doesn't break up, then I will turn it up, guys. So as you guys saw there, it still broke up on that pole. We definitely have something going on. Right now I can rev the car up as you guys are hearing there and it would break up. And I was watching the air fuel and it was going lean. So we need to look at our fuel system to see what the heck is going on. Because it's like we're losing pressure. So it is just me here, so give me a moment. I'm going to try to see what's going on and why it's doing that. I don't think it's supposed to be doing this. What's going on there? It's like this thing's got fucking anti-leg on it. What the fuck? What the hell, man? I'm trying to party over here. Ah, damn. Nothing! What the fuck's going on? I don't know what that's all about. It's like it's hitting anti-leg. Still broke up when I did the pull. which by the way, Justin finally made it. Now it sounds like it's got a fucking anti-leg on it.
That does.
Ah, damn. I don't know what's going on.
You have a chance to change the plug?
Let's take a look. Yeah, it's got brand new plugs on it. Doesn't explain why it sounds like it's on the anti-leg. It's like it's retarding the ignition timing when I'm revving it. Glitch in the ECU? What? Maybe? Glitch in the ECU?
Possibly.
That don't make no sense. Alright boys, so obviously you saw that it was acting pretty weird, and it seemed like the issue was getting worse from the last time we were on, and obviously we just put brand new coil packs in it, so we knew that wasn't the problem. So I went to the next spot, and I'll let this focus. Crank sensor, boys. So this thing is really crusty. Who knows if it probably is the original part, but when I went and took this thing off, it seemed like the plug was almost like it wasn't clipped on, and that would make a lot of sense why it would lose signal at the engine. So I went ahead and put a new sensor in there that we had here, brand new OEM, and the car will now free rev like it should. So let's hope that's what our issue was, because listen to her now, boys. I give her a little rev for it. So she sounds like she's doing a lot better now. So let's see what happens now with the pull. Maybe we can do a full pull now? Full pull! Pull there. Let me extend our graph out a little bit here. You can see we had really clean pull, made 529, 422. I don't know if we had the same boost there. Let's see. Come on. That was, yeah, 25.69, if you guys can see that. That's why I went down a little bit in power. It is a little bit warmer today, so I don't have any adding corrections on the boost controller, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this, revise it, and we'll bump this boost back up where we need to be now that we know we have the problem fixed. So super happy with that. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Alright guys, so I went ahead and bumped up our wastegate duty 1.5%. On these 4 ports, they're extremely touchy. Having this data today is having 50-degree intake temps versus we were having like 25-degree before, is giving me the data to build my table across the intake temps for where I want it for this car. I do want to drive this thing quite a bit, so it's nice to have that table to where it will adjust boost and then we won't have, you know, over boost or issues like that. So I went ahead and, like I said, added 1.5%. I bumped the target from the 27.5 that we were at to 30. I don't know if it's going to touch it, but we're going to see what it does right now. I also pulled the rev limiter back down, guys, because I tried to rev it out there to see. Now we have that good crank sensor in it, and it did break up at like 78, 77. So I backed it up to 75 because I know that works. So that's where we are going to leave this thing to rev out. You know, we're at a track, then we might get a little spicy with it, but for driving around, 75 is going to be it. So let's go ahead and see what this pull does. Will we break 600 Mustang? I don't know. I think it's going to undershoot our target, but let's see. There we have it, boys. Did undershoot the target a little bit. I saw 28. It It made 580 and 456 torque. Let's go ahead and pull up the graph. Sorry for the camera angle. I'm holding it on a tripod. I just don't want to take it off. But it did feel very smooth. So you can see there, a little bit of a lay down up top. This is going to be camshaft related, boys. As we're starting to rev it out, it's going to fall down. So I almost don't need to rev it out that much there. You can tell I still revved it out to like 76, 77 right here. I did have that limiter up there higher just because I didn't want to touch it. But let's see what we had for boost. When I was watching the screen, it looked like 28. So nice boost curve. So the dyno saw 29.3 as its peak, which was right at the tip there. Down here, I think it'll let me hover it. Let's see. Yeah, 29. It was like 28.2 going in, and then it saw 29 right there, and then rode it out 29.3 out the back. So taking this 29 pounds, guys, made 580. 456, so definitely spicy. I think I'll just give her a little bit more. Might be getting greedy right now, but we'll do one more, boys. One more. You already know the trick. Check our overflow. Yeah, ain't nothing in there yet, but there might be after this pull. Well, boys, for the first time ever, I'm gonna do the responsible thing.
Stop. I got him to stop.
Justin got me to stop. 580. I can live with that, boys. For the ones that, like I said, are curious with what we used to do as a 13% correction on here, that is 655 dyno jet is what we correct it to usually on a stock motor. I mean, 650 wheel, that ain't no joke. 580 wheel on a Mustang dyno ain't no joke.
No joke.
Justin corrected me. I said I set my Reveler up to 75. Nah, we revved that one out almost to 8K again. So I did now set the limiter at 75. So there we go. Now we're gonna pull her off the dyno. We got to go bleed the brakes before we die, because Chase, the hell, pal. Hey, you're partners in that.
I was.
You're the partner in crime.
I was just the one pressing the brake. That was him bleeding.
Yeah, one pressing the brake because I almost went through the dyno shop when I pulled it over here. So we're gonna pull this thing off. I hear a little bit of a rattle underneath. I'm gonna check the bolt on the downpipe, the mount there. But then we're gonna go hoon around. I think we should throw the bumper on. Trim the bumper out a little bit. Yeah. Okay, let's get this thing off the dyno before I blow it up on here. We'll save it for later, boys. I forgot to tell you, on the ECU side of things, I did see it touch 30.01 pounds right at the peak of the RPMs there. Most of it was 28.5 to 29, so let's get her unloaded. Boys, it's always a good day when the stock motor comes off still idling. There she is. So now we got it in the shop, we're gonna bleed the brakes. I'm gonna put the filter on old baby girl so we don't ruin it, and I can pull the wideband out of this thing. I do want to order the gauge pod, so if you guys know, all my Forester boys, where I can get the center gauge pod that's kind of like an STI, does 52 mil. I've seen the 60 mil one, but I need 52 mil. I definitely want to get that because I want to be able to monitor air fuel in this thing. So let's go ahead. I'm going to get the thing racked. We're going to bleed brakes real quick, throw the interior back in, and then we're going to get to the first drive of this thing. And I don't know if we're going to put the power down on the streets we got today. All right, we got the brakes all bled, bumper is back on, nice rough cut for now, looking nice and good. Now let's go ahead and check our oil again here. once again. Let's see what we got. Just to be sure, I'm sure it might be a little over full still.
Okay. Too much is better than too little.
Ain't that right? Still at the same spot we pretty much were.
Yep.
Yep. So it's like a half quart over still. Oh well. Gonna put these wheels on, and sounds like it's raining outside. I was hoping it was gonna be snowing for once. The one time you want snow is when it doesn't snow. Right. So go ahead and get these things torqued down. We'll go for the first drive. Don't know how well our poles will be, since this thing definitely needs alignment. So we feel like we're gonna die. We may not be going all out in power, but we'll definitely hoon around. And she looks so good outside. I forgot I had a whole nother thing of E85 here. Yeah, put that in. Justin doesn't know how to use the thing. Just tilt it. You got that thing way too. Oh, there you go. Just crack it. Now go. There. See? Now we're good. It was down to like half a tank in this thing, so just went ahead and did this. Then we're gonna go for this drive. See the wife. See how this thing does. Hopefully it drives decently straight, because I know the alignment's all whacked out on it. But obviously it's Christmas. There ain't nowhere I'm gonna be getting alignment today. But she looks so good.
First drive.
First drive. We made it out of the shop, so that's a plus. I think we need to make some adjustments to our fuel gauge here, because it's not reading 100%. And then you can see I still got lights on the dash too. So sure, we're gonna have to play with that a little bit with the STI cluster in here. But at the end of the day, I would rather have the STI cluster. Can't wait till I can actually see it and not be crooked like the steering wheel is. But we'll get out some better roads and we'll show you guys what the power is like, because we're curious. Hopefully we don't die because of alignment. But 580 on the road, I can't wait for Justin to feel it.
If we die, it's Chase's fault.
Yeah, it's Chase's fault. Chase, all your fault. There we go. Let's see what she's like. Ready to send it. We missed our little send it off camera rookies, but now we're pulling into the life here. Yeah, damn, trying to make my turn. Not making it. All right, we'll flip around. All right, round two here. Look at my crooked ass steering wheel. All right, we can't send it in here because this thing's a little questionable. Going in for it. Oh, it's pure ice rink in here. We made it. Jesus. Ice rink in here. Look at that power steering pump crying.
Hi, babe.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I missed you the first time.
What?
I missed you the first time.
What do you mean?
We couldn't make the turn in.
Oh, I thought I heard you or saw you, and then it took a while, and I was like, maybe that wasn't him.
No, that was us. We couldn't make the turn in.
Huh.
Are you coming to lunch of us?
If you want to wait.
How long?
Where are you going? Everything's closed.
You know we're going to Zips. Come on.
It's Christmas.
Don't say
It's closed.
there ain't no way. We got to eat.
I'll look it up.
Well, that's not going to tell you anything. Google's gonna be like, yeah.
You have to call him.
You have to call him. Look how good she. Oh, that's out of your.
Will
That's
you
out of your
see?
building. You
know.
scared me. I wondered what it was.
No, but will you
I
go
thought it was
see
my
what that
shit.
is?
That shit smells like it's on fire.
I know. Will you go see what it is for me?
It's right here.
It only does it when there's a car, I feel like. Will you go check it out?
No, I mean I'm looking at it. Your pipes are really hot.
Well, yeah, they were frozen yesterday.
Oh, that stuff looks like it's on fire. You made me think my car was blowing up.
That's what everyone's thinking.
Yeah. Look at it. She runs.
She runs.
Made more power today.
Did it?
Yeah. You know what the problem was?
What, babe?
The crank sensor went bad or was loose.
You did that.
I don't know. Oh, thanks. Me.
I ain't put it together.
I knew really salty that you didn't want to go in around the Chase.
Chase, how's it feel to want, pal?
Oh my god.
We made 580.
Yeah.
29 pounds. I left it there. He talked me into it.
Oh, good.
We're being adults.
Can talk you into it.
It's got a really soft reveler on it. It's pretty gay.
Is it gay?
Yeah.
It sounds good.
It's gonna live.
Sounds good. It'll live at this.
Yeah.
It's only hitting 28 pounds on the street, which it'll live on that. 28 still made like 560.
Yeah.
Well, are they open?
It says they're open.
Says they're open.
All them.
You gonna meet me up there?
If I get off in time. Well, I sort of clean everything.
Are you closing?
It's closed. I sort of clean everything.
Nah. Too much ice. I don't trust this thing. This alignment is whack.
Alright, love you, bye.
Love you, bye. Bye. Here you go. Man, damn, this is sketchy.
Yeah, that's slick.
Ain't nothing. Oh, Jesus. We're driving back. Tried to do some more stuff today for you guys, but unfortunately, it turns out to be Christmas.
Yeah.
So we can't really do too much. And with the rain, it kind of took away from our drifting around because everything's just ice and this thing's pretty uncontrollable with the alignment. So I'm gonna call it there, guys. I'm gonna head back and probably end this video out. At least we're giving you something today, but at the end I wish that we could have done more. Gives us a chance to go over this thing too. I just smelled a little bit whiff of a burnt oil smell there, so I want to check that fitting on the back of the head, make sure that's not still leaking. But I'm really happy about how it turned out. I really think that this thing will live at this power for a while because I have a pretty soft limiter on it, as you guys heard, and at 28 pounds, you know, respectably, if you treat it right, it'll live for a little bit. So there it is, boys. We're gonna cruise on back out to the shop. This thing's well broken in too.
Yeah.
All right, boys, so before I headed out, I'm gonna drive this thing home. I went ahead, straightened the steering wheel out because obviously we had this apart and the steering rack played a role in it. Must have just got it off a little bit, so went ahead and turned that 2 clicks back as per your judgment.
Yo.
So if it's off, it's your fault.
Yep.
But we made it back. That's a plus. This thing rips. Looks like it was hitting like 25 to 28 on the street. A little bit warmer temps, so like I said, that does play with the intake temp on the boost controller. I just have it zeroed out right now, so it's just doing what it's being told. On the dyno is a little bit colder, so I'll play with that some more, but in the end I foresee it living for a little bit to have some fun, create some content for you guys, and then when this thing does inhabitably go and blow, hopefully it'll be spectacular.
Yeah.
But for now, that's gonna wrap it up. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. I know we did because we got to hang out.
Yeah.
We got to have fun on the dyno, go rip this thing around. Really sketchy weather. So it's gonna wrap it up. That's the end to our vlogmas now. Did 24 videos straight because I missed a day, but we'll see how we go from now on for YouTube. I'd like to do at least 2 videos a week for you guys to give you an idea, so we'll see if we can hold up to that. Till then, I'll see you in the next video. We started this as the Fozzie boys and we're ending it out. There's the 2 girls. Maybe one day I'll talk them into modding that thing for you guys. Justin, we gonna send it on the auto?
One day.
Come on, we just finished ours. We gotta start your series.
In a little while.
Okay, goodbye.
Living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. Life up in the fast lane, fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane. Pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground. Living life up in the fast lane. Life, though you limits, you just put them in Coronas, Coronas, Coronas. I've been working, I need that advance with the bonus, the bonus, the bonus. Ain't no thoughts about tomorrow, I'm just living in the moment, the moment, the moment. Full tank of gas and 200 on the dash, bitch, I'm zoning, I'm zoning, I'm zoning. Fast lane, living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. Life up in the fast lane, fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane.